Hey everyone, welcome back to Animal Channel, the wildest corner of YouTube. Today we're going to talk about a truly incredible creature here in Animal Channel, the peregrine falcon. This bird isn't just fast, it's the fastest animal on the planet, but there's so much more to it than speed. From its powerful eyesight to its history with humans, this is one bird you'll want to know more about. So buckle up, we're taking flight with Falco peregrinus. The name peregrine comes from the Latin word for wanderer, and it fits perfectly. These birds are found all over the world on every continent except Antarctica. The species was first formally described in 1758 by Carl Linnaeus, the Swedish scientist who laid the groundwork for the system we use to classify living things. But peregrines have been known to people much longer than that. Ancient Egyptians honored them in their artwork. In medieval Europe and Asia, they were prized in falconry, which is the ancient sport of hunting with birds of prey. They've been respected, feared, and even worshipped for centuries. Now, let's talk about where the peregrine fits in the animal kingdom. They're part of the kingdom Animalia, which means they're animals. No surprise there. They belong to the phylum Chordata, which includes animals with a backbone. From there, they're in the class Aves, that's all birds. Then comes the order Falconiformes, which includes all the birds of prey that hunt during the day, like falcons and hawks. They're part of the falconid family, known for speed and agility. The genus is Falco, and their species name is peregrinuso, Falco peregrinus. Each part of that name tells us something about their place in nature and their long shared history with other birds of prey. As for what they eat, peregrine falcons are carnivores through and through. Their favorite meal? Other birds. They hunt pigeons, doves, songbirds, you name it. What's really fascinating is how they hunt. Peregrines don't just swoop in gently. They dive from way up high, sometimes over 3,000 feet, and slam into their prey midair at speeds over 240 miles per hour. That's faster than a Formula One race car. They're built for it too, with long pointed wings, a strong chest, and eyes that are about 8 times sharper than ours. When they lock onto a target, there's no escape. Let me tell you what makes the peregrine falcon so special. First, they're loyal. They mate for life. Once they choose a partner, they stick with them. Their nests, which are called scrapes, aren't fancy. They're just shallow spots on high ledges or cliff sand in cities. Skyscrapers do the trick. That's right, peregrines have adapted to modern life and often make their homes on tall buildings, hunting pigeons in the urban jungle like aerial ninjas. And even though they live all over the world, peregrines rarely interbreed with other falcons. They stick to their own kind. Here's something even cooler. During World War II, peregrine falcons were actually used to intercept enemy messenger pigeons. They were aerial defenders of their nations. Humans have had a unique relationship with peregrines for thousands of years. In ancient times, only royalty could own and fly them. Today, they're still used in falconry, especially in the Middle East. Some airports even use them to scare away birds that could interfere with planes. That's right, peregrines have jobs. Fortunately, it hasn't all been smooth flying for peregrines. In the mid-1900s, the pesticide DDT nearly wiped them out. It made their eggshells so thin that they broke during incubation. But thanks to conservation programs, like those led by the Peregrine Fund, their numbers bounced back. In fact, they're considered one of the greatest comeback stories in conservation history. Today, they're listed as least concern by the IUCN, but they're still protected and monitored in many parts of the world. There are several amazing organizations that help protect peregrine falcons. The Peregrine Fund in Idaho, the Hawk Conservancy Trust in the UK, and BirdLife International are all doing incredible work. In the Middle East, rescue centers in the UAE and Saudi Arabia continue the long tradition of falconry, while also focusing on education and conservation. Throughout history, these birds have symbolized power and freedom. From ancient Egyptian temples to Norse mythology to the skies over war-torn Europe, the peregrine falcon has flown through stories and legends across time. Today it remains not just a predator, but a symbol of hope, recovery, and resilience. So next time you look up and see a small, powerful bird soaring high above or diving like a missile, you might just be looking at a peregrine falcon. It's a living, breathing, flying masterpiece of nature, and a reminder of just how wild and wonderful our world really is. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have an animal in mind, let us know in the comments what animal you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay wild.